going on, YouTube? My name is Emmanuel, E-Man Shoots, as you may know. This is my first video, 2025, start of a new year, start of a new channel, I guess. I would like to start the video with reading some scripture. So today we're going to be reading Matthew 7:24 through 29. And it says, "Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock. And the rain fell and the floods came and the winds blew and beat on the house, but it did not fall because the house had been founded on rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. And the rain fell and the floods came and the winds blew and beat against that house and it fell, and great the fall was." So what that means to me is you need a good foundation in life. Whatever you do, you need a good foundation. With Jesus being the foundation, you can't go wrong. I mean, he is the rock. He should be your rock, and he should be who your life is centered around. So to me, that means putting him in the forefront of everything that you do. I mean, in this channel, I do all my shorts captioned with scriptures, with verses. And this Bible right here has really helped me out a lot. It's taken me through a lot of times, and I love it. I'm very grateful for it, very grateful for my great aunt. May she rest in peace. She's the one who gave me this Bible. And all my friends too who encouraged me to read it. I really want to appreciate them and say thank you. So let's get into the video. I will be doing a 2025 gun collection. Mind you, everything is empty, clear. We are in a safe and controlled environment, safe direction. I'm gonna be starting out with this right here, my Glock 19 Gen 3. I love this gun. I got it probably about 3 years ago and fall in love with it since. I mean, I have nothing wrong to say, nothing bad to say about it. It takes everything I throw at it. It's a reliable gun. It has been through its paces, to say the least. I got it used from a mom and pop shop down the street from my house. And I think I overpaid for it, I'm not gonna lie, but oh well, right? Let's go tip to butt, Grand Thumb style. Right here I have a Olight Balder S, the green, and this thing is nice. I mean, it's a cheap light, but to me it does a job. Like, I'm not gonna need more than this. It's 800 lumens, so it's really bright. It's great for night, great for, I take the dogs out, I take the light apart, I mean, shine it around, see what I need to see, and it's helpful in many, many ways. I mean, even easy to zero, point shoot just in case, if it ever came down to it, God forbid. What's next? So, all the internals are stock because this is my EDC, so I don't want to touch anything in there. I don't want to screw myself over, essentially, but let's continue. I have on here handle it grips. I believe that this is the Elite series. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I love it because when I'm shooting, my hands do tend to get sweaty. So these grips do help me, lock in and really keep everything accurate and consistent. Wow. I also do have a +2 base plate from Glock. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I didn't change out the spring in this magazine. I have ran into some instances where I'll run the last round and then slide doesn't lock back. That could be because of my grip or the spring, I don't know. But I do tend to grip very high on the gun, oftentimes pushing down on this slide release. So, I mean, it could be me, honestly. Also, I do have, you should know GHG Hustle. I have his base plate right here, the Legally Dangerous one. Does nothing but look cool, honestly. I love this gun. I mean, I'd really put my life on it, or put my life behind it, however you say that. I've put about 10,000 rounds plus through it. I did buy it used, like I said, so, I mean, who knows the actual round count, but, I mean, man, this thing is a beauty. I love it. It takes everything I throw at it, durable. I've literally thrown it, so, I mean, it's just a really good gun. I would definitely put my life behind it. 3 years, and it's pretty cool. This also is a Gen 3. It does have the finger grooves. I have felt the Gen 4 or 5. don't really care for a flat frame, I guess you would say. I do like the finger grooves. They just help me lock in a little bit better, and it does push my middle finger up into this trigger guard. So helps me maintain a high grip. And yeah, I love this gun. So we are gonna go in order that I bought the guns. So next we are going with this Mossberg Maverick 88 Cruiser. Mind you, empty, as you can see, empty, nothing in the tube. Safety purposes, safe direction, boom. So this is a 7+1 shotgun, pistol grip obviously. There's nothing really done to it, so even with going tip to butt, I mean, the only thing I can say is this side saddle, which is a +5. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like it. Not really much to say about this gun. I mean, it's fun. It's a range toy, 12 gauge. Takes whatever you put in it. Bird, buck, slugs, double-aught buck, whatever. Kitchen sink. It's pretty fun. I mean, mind you, it does kick like a mule, so really getting a good grip on this and holding it tight does help, but still, you're not gonna do much against the slugs. So, I do have a funny story behind this actually. I took it to the range a few months after I got it, and the range safety officer saw me shooting it and wanted to shoot it, so I let him, you know, I don't care. Shoot the gun, it's fun. It's a tool, whatever. He actually did aim down like this, and before I could tell him not to, he pulled the trigger and it came back, the recoil busted his lip, knocked his glasses off. It was funny, but at the same time, you know, I didn't want to see him get hurt by it. So I actually did get to see the video of that. Pretty funny, honestly. That's really it on that. I mean, I've had that gun for about 2.5 years, I want to say. I got it not long after I got my Glock. Next, we're gonna go with my, I don't know why my voice is so shaky. My AR-15. It is an American Tactical Mil Sport. This gun is pretty fun. I mean, it's a cheap AR. Mind you, it's not anything big. Before I get too much further, empty, clear, safe direction, safety. I just like how the mag looks in it, so I'm gonna put it back in. But going tip to butt on this, I do have a muzzle brake. I just got this recently, within the last 2 or 3 months, I believe. It is from Cross Machine Tool, the CRC 556. Thing shoots flames. I love it. You can tell from some of my shorts, it does shoot. The flames are pretty cool, and it's very, very flat. All the gases come out of the side right here, so it does keep it from moving side to side when you shoot. And you do have some ports up here, so it does allow gas to escape at the front, or at the top, I should say. And then it has these little prongs right here, and if you tune it correctly, it's actually a really, really, really flat shooting muzzle device. It helps a lot. I did have an A2 birdcage flash hider on it before, which was pretty loud. I mean, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but loud. And I like the flames that this one spits out, so where can you go wrong, right? Next we have, I want to call these dragon scales. That's what my friend told me they were called. He actually gave them to me. And I put them right here because I do a secret. So it allows me to put my palm right here and then my 2 fingers right here. Gives me a lot better grip, helps me feel more sturdy when shooting. It may not do much, but mentally, placebo effect. I only have 3 on because I don't feel more necessary. So I also have this Magpul vertical foregrip. This thing is pretty cool. I had a Magpul angled foregrip before, and I liked it, but not as much as I like this. So I did end up giving it to my friend. And what else? Yeah, I've had this for about a year, the grip itself. And I don't think I'm gonna change. I mean, I like how small it is. It's sleek, slim, gets the job done. Slim trim like a bicycle rim, you know? I do have this sling. I got this from Amazon. It was like 35 bucks. So nothing real expensive. I just wanted to see how a sling felt and what I could do with it. I do believe in the future that I am gonna put a different one on. I don't usually run this with a sling, you know, 9 times out of 10 I have it just like this, bare bones, butt booty naked. But for the sake of the video, we are gonna put this back on. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna say it's the best, obviously. I'm not gonna say it's the worst either. It does what it's supposed to do. It keeps the rifle next to my body. And I mean, I don't really run matches or anything, so I have no real use for this. I don't go hunting with it. I've actually only been hunting a handful of times and they were with a bow and arrow, so no real life use for it. Next up, we're gonna go with the optic. I have an Aimpoint Pro, the patrol rifle optic, and I don't know what riser this is. A friend of mine actually gave it to me for my birthday, so shout out to you. So it was really cool of him. I mean, these optics run about $400 to $500, so it is a little pricey, but it's worth it. The battery life is 3 years, which is insane. I keep this on constantly, and just in case, you know, I mean, I live in, I wouldn't say the country, but I have a little bit of space between me and my neighbor, so I'm not too worried about over-penetration. If this were to be what I grabbed for a home defense situation, which 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna either grab my pistol or my shotgun. Both of those stay really close to me at night. This stays on me all the time. But that's it for the optic, really. I mean, I zeroed it one time at 25 yards, and I haven't had to zero it again. I put about 7,000 to 10,000 rounds through it. So that's, I mean, that's pretty cool. Not having to tweak and adjust things constantly. Next up, I do have a Radian Raptor ambidextrous charging handle, which is really cool. I love it. It's very smooth, very easy to operate, easy to manipulate, easy to get to because it's pretty wide. So even when shooting, if I go dry, I mean, it's easy to grab. If I need to reload, if I need to clear a malfunction, whatever. Disclaimer, I have never had a malfunction. Scratch that. I did outrun the trigger one time, but bolt locks back. I mean, I don't consider that a malfunction, although it really is. But it's pretty cool. I mean, I love how smooth it is. I did have a mil-spec one before, and it would get caught a lot. Not caught, but it's very like gritty, metal on metal. You can really feel it. Even oiled up, it wasn't good. So I made the switch to this one. My girlfriend actually bought it for me for my birthday a few years ago, and I mean, I haven't changed it since. I've gotten another charging handle, but never changed it. I really like this one. Everything else is pretty stock, aside from the Magpul buttstock 6th position. It's pretty cool, lightweight. This pad you would think would hurt when shooting, but it's actually way less felt than the one that came stock with it. So I do appreciate that. Stock pistol grip, stock trigger, bolt carrier group, everything all stock, normal. I do plan on changing them out, the trigger and the bolt carrier group, and also my pistol grip, only because at times it does loosen up on me. So, I mean, I could put Loctite on the screw, but I would rather be able to change this if I feel like it. So I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now, and then just do some research, put a better one on, one that doesn't come loose so often. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I did have a couple problems with this when I first got the gun, just because the handguard wasn't tight. I didn't know that the handguard and the upper receiver were two separate things, so it was a cool thing to learn, even though when I was shooting, the handguard would twist side to side just because of, I mean, obvious recoil. And I fixed it at the range. I just asked the range safety officer for an Allen key, tightened it up, and it hasn't loosened up on me since. So, I mean, it's pretty reliable. I would put my life behind this gun as well. You know, SHTF situation, I would grab this, definitely. I've had fun with it. I've taken it to a couple ranges, outdoor ranges, friends' houses, things like that, and it's dead on accurate. I can't say that word today for some reason, but it's accurate. I mean, I love it. even with iron sights, when I had irons on it, I gave my irons to my buddy because I have an optic. I mean, I am gonna put iron sights back on it, but for right now, I think it's okay. Just because I don't intend on using this for anything real life wise. So there's that. But all in all, I plan on doing a lot more to this gun. Different things. I do like it because it is cheap, so everything that I have done to it is cheaper. And even if something breaks, like the trigger, I learned how to replace the trigger, take apart the bolt carrier group, things of that nature. And I'm not really too worried about it because they are mil spec. So if it does break, I just buy a new one. It's not expensive at all. But that is it for my gun collection. But I do have an honorable mention, so y'all be ready for that. And it is this, the Recruit Recurve by Barnett Crossbows. This thing is fun. My buddy gave it to me, the same one who gave me that optic. Shout out to him. And I've just had fun with it. I sit out in the backyard, I shoot it from time to time. There are no sights on it. There's no iron sights, no optic, no anything. I mean, it's just kind of like primal point and shoot. I don't shoot far, obviously. I don't go hunting with it, although I would like to, but story for another time, maybe another video. But I mean, I feel like this thing anyone can use. You do need a little muscle to pull this back, but it's not bad at all. It does have a safety selector switch. Fire safe right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it only activates whenever the bow or the string is pulled back all the way. So there's that, but I mean, all in all, it's just a fun little plinking toy. That's all I can really say about this thing, man. I mean, I'm not gonna put a sling on it until I go hunting with it. I'm not gonna do anything else to it until I need to, but it's just fun to have, fun to shoot around at the house and play around with. But thank you guys for tuning in. Wow. It's my gun collection. I am gonna grow it this year. You know, I do plan on adding an AK. I do plan on adding a few extra guns as well, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what I can do better, and what I can improve on. That's kind of the same thing, it's a little redundant, but also video ideas, things that y'all would like to see. Let me know, drop it in the comments below, leave a like, and tune in next time, guys. God bless. See you.